So what we'd like to do now is discuss a little bit about what solar cooking is and the three major types of solar cookers that are used throughout the world. Solar cooking is taking the energy of the sun's rays, concentrating them using reflector panels, which is why you'll see reflectors on almost every solar cooker, and concentrating those rays of the sun onto a pot right inside of the oven and raising the temperature by the conversion of the sun's rays into heat energy. And usually most solar cookers will have a glass cover, transparent cover, used to trap the heat in so that it'll continue to build on itself and raise the temperature to cooking levels. Boiling temperature is 212 degrees. Anything above that will cook your food no problem at all. The reason for the reflector panels is because just laying something or setting something out in the sun won't get it quite hot enough. Even though it's a really hot day outside, it still can't get it very hot. So with a box cooker, such as the Sun Oven here, they use insulation and a oven interior, just like your home oven, to put the food inside and then capture the heat and raise the temperature gradually until you have it as high as anywhere 350 degrees, 400 degrees in some of these. Over here, we have a panel cooker. Also uses a reflector system to reflect the rays and concentrate them to a certain point, which is the pot here. And it also uses the greenhouse effect where you trap the heat inside of an enclosed space. This acting as the lid, just like on the Sun Oven, and it will gradually increase the temperature to where you can boil and cook any type of food that you desire inside here. And the next kind of cooker after the box cooker and the panel cooker would be the parabolic cooker. A little specialized cooker here. It's also known as a concentrator cooker. I'll probably stand in front of it because I might be blacked out with the light there, but a concentrator cooker concentrates the heat into one small point right under here and raises the temperature high enough that you can boil and fry foods. This one works a little bit differently than a panel cooker or a box cooker because it does not trap the heat inside of an enclosed area. The heat is concentrated right onto a small spot. Of course, inside the pan, with the water or the oil or whatever it is you're cooking, the heat will be trapped inside if you use a lid on it. But you can cook without a lid on these. It's not necessary to have it on. In fact, this cup of water that I put on here is already boiling. It's been about 3 minutes, is it? And it's already boiling inside of here. Concentrator cookers are a little more hands-on. You can't leave them. I'll give you a little idea here about how hot a concentrator cooker can get, or a parabolic as they're called. Took about 3 seconds to get that paper started on fire. It's probably about 800 degrees under here. You have to be a little more careful with these. You can't just leave it and go off and leave it unattended like you would with a solar oven or a solar panel cooker. That's what most people like about the solar panel cooker and the solar box cooker, is that you can leave it more unattended and just let it cook all day long. Parabolic, you have to be here on top. Treat it like a stovetop. Gets just as hot. Unless you have a smaller parabolic, then it wouldn't be quite as hot. The larger the parabolic, the hotter it'll get. It's not something that you can let kids just play around with, because you can get burnt with these, and you can also get blinded if you let the reflection hit your eye at the right angle. This is boiling very heavily in here already. To turn it off, just turn it away so the heat spot isn't on the pot anymore. One thing you'll notice about a parabolic cooker too, I'm not using a dark colored pot like you would in a box cooker or a panel cooker. And the reason is because the heat's so intense on here that you don't need that black or dark colored pot to attract the heat and raise the temperature. If you have a heavy duty pot that's black, that's fine, you can use that, there's no problem. Do not use aluminum on these because it gets so hot they can start to scorch and burn right through them. But that's how a parabolic cooker works also. This is the Cantina West solar burner. The one over there that we talked about before is the hot pot, and then the Sun oven, which you're familiar with also. This is the solar burner here. This is the other cooker that we also are a dealer for here